I just one call closed the client last night at 11:30 p.m. And now I need to purchase domains and set up inboxes so we can start sending cold emails ASAP. Let me show you how to get this done with my new favorite info tool called Zapmail in less than 10 minutes. If you're scaling B2B cold emails and you don't want to manually set up your DNS records, I'm going to walk you through my exact setup, buying the domains, creating the inboxes, exporting them to Instantly, and turning on the warm-up so you can start sending cold emails as soon as possible. This is Zapmail, great. Okay, so let's log into Zapmail. Give me one sec. Now, I need to purchase new domains and set up infrastructure for the client I closed just yesterday. So let's do it. I'm gonna go to domains. I'm gonna add domains, buy domains. You'll see, by the way, let me just show you something. There's an option here that says buy high reputation domains. What this essentially means is it's allowing you to purchase older domains, right? So you can see, or aged domains is what people call them. Like this domain is 5 months old, 6 months, 7 months. This is totally worth the price, by the way, because we even tested this ourselves. I bought domains like maybe 8 months ago, didn't do any cold outreach for 4 months on those domains and the inboxes. And then I launched cold emails and they were by far the better performing infrastructure than anything else we had. The downside of this is that you might be buying basketballblocks.com. I don't know how many people are gonna be able to use this. I know, like, I say this all the time to clients that you shouldn't be too anxious about how different the name of the other domains that we're buying are going to be. But I feel like even me, I would draw the line. Like if I'm doing outbound for my agency one way, I don't know if I would want to use basketballblocks.com. So to each their own, right? But let's go back. I'm gonna add domains, buy domains. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna input the URL of our new client. Now, what I like here about Zapmail, if you're brand new, it tells you, okay, quick tips for new domains, why 2 mailboxes? Most folks go with 2 mailboxes per domain. It's the perfect balance. Now, I agree with them. I honestly think if you're brand new to this, don't take a risk, stick to 2 mailboxes. I'll tell you guys that we do 3 and we've had 0 issues, but the reason is because we do everything else right. It's not just about sending volume and setting up your DNS records. That's the fundamentals, right? That's the baseline. But writing the right copy, reaching out to the right person, making sure that the emails that you're using are validated, that plays a role as well. And because this is our expertise, we can do 3 inboxes with 0 issues, okay? And then here they also recommend .com because .com is widely recognized, as they mentioned here. I will tell you that, again, if the deeper you go in the rabbit hole, you can play around with other domains. I've seen people kill it with .info, random thing that you've never heard of. But again, this Zapmail, I know why they're doing this and you should follow it if it's just the basics, the fundamentals if you're just getting started, okay? Now, let's see. What kind of domains are we gonna buy here? So as you can see, the name is Zari Law, yeah? Let's see what are we gonna buy. So .info, I'm gonna scoop it up. This one, .com, why not? Let's do 2. .org, sure. Let's keep going. Another .com, yep, I'm gonna take it. All these prices that you're seeing, by the way, are per year. So very negligible cost, you know? And then, can we get, ooh, yeah, let's get this one. I tend to stay away from domains that have dashes. I think they look really untrustworthy, so I'm not gonna get that. And let's do some simple math just so you know how many domains you should buy. If I'm buying 5 domains, and for us we set up 3 mailboxes, that means simple math, we're at 15 mailboxes, right? 5 times 3. Now, for 15 mailboxes, I can send 15 messages per day, so that's 225. And 225 emails sent times 20 business days, that's 4,500 emails, assuming that we are only contacting people twice. That means we can reach out to 2250, okay? Now, for this client, he told us he's not really interested in high volume. So for right now, with this amount, we'd be reaching out to 2250. I'm gonna add a couple more domains just so we can have extra domains and inboxes being warmed up in the background. Like we don't need to use it. And then whenever they're ready to increase the volume, we have it ready to go. So let me see if I can buy at least, let's buy like 3 more, okay? This one, .info, this looks good. That's 1, another one, 2, and then let's do a .net one. Why not? Okay, proceed to buy. Okay, so here we have a protect your domain option. So for $3 per domain per month. You can upgrade, so your blacklist monitoring, you have a continuous check to see if you're in any blacklist. This is actually really helpful. DNS security, guard against hijacking, better deliverability, maintain clean, trusted sending reputation. I haven't used this before, but I can see this being pretty helpful. But for now, because of this offer that we're doing for this specific client, he actually already ran cold emails and he did really, really well. So I'm gonna skip on this for now. We also have a way we can, we have a team member that can handle this. But again, if you're brand new to this, you don't wanna have to think about it. You can purchase it. I'm gonna be honest, I think we're gonna end up doing this as well. But let's just, for this one, we're gonna click cancel. And then we are going to pay. So you can either pay using Stripe or your wallet. So you can add money into Zapmail and then spend from there. Let's do pay using Stripe, why not? All right, so the domains have been purchased, and let's see actually how long it takes it to check for the email and to process it. So we purchased 8 domains. Okay, 1 is already done. Okay, we got 2 left. Now, as it gets the last one done, I just want to highlight that we so far have bought Google Workspace infra. You can do it obviously with Microsoft, and to figure out which one you should do, I would actually advise you to first figure out who you're targeting. So it's becoming more and more obvious that Google prefers to have emails being sent from other Google workspaces, and then Outlook the same. So if you just look at who you're targeting, you're gonna be able to figure that out. Luckily, tools like Instantly, for example, if you build your lead list there or you upload your lead list there, they have an option so you can figure out which email provider your lead is using. You can also do it inside of Clay, which I would actually recommend, because if you were to scrape a lead list of, let's say, 10,000 people, and you don't wanna reach out to Outlook emails, because Outlook is now very, very hard to land in the primary inbox for them. Then what you do is you first identify which ones are Outlook, and then the ones that are Outlook, you remove them from your lead list. And then you end up saving a lot of credits and money because you don't need to run any enrichments on those leads. If what I've said made no sense to you, and this is the first time you watch me, that's completely fine. I just used a lot of Clay go-to-market jargon. If you want to learn more, I actually have a video explaining what Clay is and breaking it down. You can watch it somewhere. I'm going to link it somewhere on the screen, okay? There we go. Okay, awesome. So now we have successfully purchased 8 domains. I'm going to click on continue with mailbox setup. Mailbox can only be assigned to domains without an existing Google Workspace. Okay, yeah, I understand. Okay, so you can see here it says 0 remaining because it looks like I'm probably going to need to upgrade my account, and I'm going to show you how to do that as well real quick. So if I go to billing, you'll see I'm paying for 30 mailboxes, but I obviously need more. So I'm gonna say buy new plan, and let's go to the pro plan just so we can have enough mailboxes that we're using. I'm gonna click continue. So let me just give you a quick walkthrough. So for $99 per month, you get to have 30 Google mailboxes included. So what's the math on that? That's for each mailbox you're paying basically 3.3. This one, you get 100 Google mailboxes included, but for every additional mailbox you add, you save 25 cents, which at our point is actually really, we can save a lot of money, and we do need to have their API access, so the timing of me making this video is actually perfect. So let me just pay for this right now real quick. Okay, so I just successfully updated our account to the pro plan, so I'm gonna continue back to dashboard, and let's go actually to, okay, so we see the domains are here, so now we need to set up the mailboxes. Okay, so if we go to mailboxes and then we go to assign mailboxes, click I understand, and we're gonna select the domains. So these are all the domains that are unassigned, so I'm gonna select all of them, okay? And then let's give them a first, last name, and a username. So let's actually use AI just to make the process faster. So mailbox count per domain, I'm gonna do 3. First name, Amir, last name, Zarej, domains, select all. Now, this is the feature that I like the most about Zapmail. It's the profile picture option. So if you want, you can enable this and it will automatically generate professional looking profile pictures. If you've been doing this for a while, you know that this was extremely hard to do. There was a time where I was asking around everyone I knew in my industry, how can we get this done at scale? And they've managed to solve it, which is really nice. It's the devil's in the detail. Like if you're sending an email, instead of it having look like, the classic gray icon, where it kind of looks fishy, having some sort of a picture there will help out. So I'm gonna generate profiles. And what's cool is that you can edit this later, by the way. And let's now give it a moment as it generates our mailboxes. Okay, awesome. So it went ahead and did pretty much the entire job. I'm gonna assign 24 mailboxes. And now we're at a point where we can export them to our sending platform. So the client has already invited us to Instantly. That's the email sending tool that we're using for now. Let me go accept the invite and then export it into the right workspace. Give me 1 sec. Okay, so I just accepted the Instantly invite. Now I'm gonna click on export. I've already connected my account. It's very straightforward. So now it's going to show me all the organizations that I'm connected to so I can export the emails into those accounts. Okay, so I've gone ahead and selected it. The client didn't change the name, so it still says my organization, that's fine. But I'm gonna proceed to export, okay? Okay, so as you can see, the accounts are being exported. Now the status here is to set up the email account. As you can see, it says it is gonna take up to 3 hours. And then to export them to Instantly is going to take up to 30 minutes. This is much faster than most of the tools or the services that exist out there. I've had experiences where as I'm setting up these accounts, it would take us sometimes, or not us, like the people that we used, it would take them around 4 days to set up an account. So the fact that this is gonna get done today in the matter of a couple of hours is a huge time saver. Now, one thing we can do while we're waiting for this is if we go into domains, there's actually a crucial step that we forgot to do. I'm gonna select all of the domains we just purchased. Let me make sure, is this the right count? Yeah, it's 8. I'm gonna then click on domain actions. I'm gonna update settings, and domain forwarding is the big one we forgot to do. This is really important. What this says is that if now someone searches the domain that we just bought, it will take them to the main client's domain. So I'm just gonna click save. I'm gonna explain to you in a bit more detail why this is super important. A very underrated fact of cold email is that it will drive more website visitors to your website. Think about it this way. Every day you could be sending really any amount of volume you want. So imagine if you're sending 10,000 emails per day. That's 50,000 emails per week. That's 200,000 emails per month. Now, imagine how many of those people that you're reaching out to are going to either reply or be curious, they want to visit your website. It's very simple, right? They're just going to copy the domain and paste it onto their browser. So you want to make sure that if they were to do that, or rather when they do that, it actually takes them to your main website. I've seen people talk about this on LinkedIn, and I definitely believe it just from all the work that we've been doing on clients, where there's one use case I saw where the guy that's running the cold email campaigns was mentioning that a lot of times the people that they're reaching out to wouldn't even reply to the email, but they noticed a very clear correlation from when sending cold emails to users signing up at the same time. So what that was telling them is what ends up happening, especially if you're selling a SaaS where the pricing point is something that the lead can justify to pay for on the spot, let's say like $50, right? Or even $99 if the product is great. Then what can happen is when they receive an email from you, they're like, this looks interesting. Let me see who they are. They go visit your website. They're like, wait, this looks really interesting. Let me click on sign up, and then they pay, and they never reply to your cold email. This is probably the most underrated fact about launching cold email campaigns for your business, especially if you have a smaller pricing point. All right, I'm back and wanted to show you that the inboxes have been connected, as you can see here. One important thing to note actually is that this will not happen if your Instantly account isn't upgraded. So make sure you are on a paid plan in order for this to happen. And if we go to Instantly, as you can see, all of the email accounts have been successfully added to the client. Another thing actually that I should highlight is when you add email accounts into Instantly, they will not be automatically enabled for Warmup. So when you click on it, this will be disabled for you. So make sure you click on this button, and then as a reminder, you want to warm up your inboxes at the bare minimum 2 weeks, bare minimum. Ideally, warm it up for a year if you can, right? The longer you warm it up, the more authority you're going to have, the higher likelihood that you land in the primary inbox of your leads. That's pretty much it, guys. That's how you use Zapmail. It's our preferred choice when it comes to building out infrastructure for ourselves. We run cold emails all the time for our agency and for our clients. If you want to sign up, click the link down below. And I will also be including another link where it's a Notion document where I unloaded everything I know about cold email and go-to-market engineering, including a chapter dedicated for this infrastructure setup. I hope you find this helpful. As always, if you are working at a B2B company and you're looking to either try out cold email as an acquisition channel, or you tried it in the past, didn't really work, and you feel like this kind of stuff might actually move the needle for you, then book a call with our team at oneway.io, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.